Oh no, they're back. It's another Creaky Gamers Battle Report. Warhammer, the old roll. Let's go roll some dice.
Okay, welcome to our second ever Old World battle on the channel. And it's the Orcs versus the Flesh Eater Court's Vampires. So we're just deploying the armies. Some little goblins go down there on my right flank. There's the vampire list. I'll go through the armies. I'll get the other camera out and you can see the armies after we've deployed. So I'm just filming the deployment here from the top. You can see Savage Orcs going down there, and this is a standard map which supplied very well by the Honest Wargamer. There's the Orc list. So he's made a sort of set of standard maps for tournaments and so on, but it's good for pickup games like this because, you know, I'll just use one of these maps. Symmetrical sort of table, so it doesn't matter what side you're sitting on, and just a quick easy way to set it up. And you know, there's the right amount, 6 pieces of terrain on a 6x4 table. So I recommend, good job the Honest Wargamer putting out that map pack. So I've used that, and Black Orcs going, where are they going? No, that's just the ordinary Orcs. But anyway, I'll show you the armies after they've deployed. The Great Keef on his Wyvern. I've got one Rock Lobber and one Spear Chucker. I don't expect them to do anything. So probably, I think, in hindsight, this is giving it away here, I think I'm better off with some chariots, I think. Some old Orc chariots. But the Rock Lobber and the Spear Chucker, just put one of each just to see how they would go. And the ghouls, they're all in skirmish formation, so it wouldn't do much anyway. So that's about it. Characters going down now. The Great Keef's going to go on the left flank over here in his Wyvern behind the tree. And we'll see how they go. Orcs versus the Undead. Let's have a look at the armies.
No, he's just a Strigoi Ghoul King on
Okay,
Terragos.
so Manfred is posing as a just Strigoi Ghoul King.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's Crypt Horrors, 6 of them.
6 Crypt Horrors. Yep.
12 Ghouls.
12 ghouls in skirmishing.
Yeah, there's a Vargulf.
Vargulf.
We've got 30 Ghouls with my Ghoul King that's level 2, so he's the general.
Okay,
And
yep.
and a Thrall, which is a BSB.
BSB. Okay, yep.
Another unit of skirmishing Ghouls.
Yep. And then the frenzied dudes are over there.
Hiding behind the building so they don't have to.
Charge straight away.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Then the Orcs. There's the Great Keef on his Wyvern. And I'll put the list up. There's my scratch-built Rock Lobber, my old giant. 25 Savage Boys. 25 Savage Boys. They both have full command, and they've got this gives them impact D3 or something. 20 Orcs. 20 Black Orcs with the red raggedy banner, and then there's the little bolt thrower and my goblins, and that's it. And the goblins are a bit worried about what's going on over there. Turn 1. Roll up to see who's turn 1. So you're going to be red dice. I'll get my blue dice. Okay. And we know who's who. So I'll be blue and black. And I got a 3.
I got a 6.
And you were how many units? Who finished? So I could use my Faded Dispel. Oh, no, I'll let you have it. It's not going to make any difference. From this far away, I don't think. What does it do?
So, because I only rolled the 8, not the 12,
Yeah.
I get D3 modifier, so I can pick movement, weapon skill, and initiative.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go for movement.
Okay. Yep.
So 2 extra movement.
Okay.
So 5.
All right. So you go into movement.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it.
They've got reserve move.
Oh, okay. Yep. So you
So-
can move in the shooting phase.
Yeah.
So the top of turn 1, just the movement phase. The ghouls are all in skirmish formation, so they have a reserve move, so they'll be able to move again in the shooting phase. My little goblins on the right flank here are facing off against some of his toughest units, so they have to hold them back somehow, so I can get the Orcs into the ghouls into the middle. So you can see the Terrorgeist moving up the left flank, and all they have facing them is a bolt thrower and a unit of 20 goblins. The Vargulf moving around behind the lines there in support. And then on his right flank are the Vargeists, and he decides just to move them out. We'll see how they go. They are frenzied.
Okay. That's it.
Yep, that's it.
That's it. And you don't shoot?
Nope.
Are you too far away to scream? Because that's, what's that scream, 8 inches
Yeah,
or
I think
something?
it's 8, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
So that's it. That's my first turn.
Okay.
I'll stop recording.
Right, so the Orcs, turn 1. So I'm going to try and cast a spell. Vortexes are in the shooting phase, aren't they? So don't worry about that. All right. Evil Sun Shining. Right, I'm going to cast Evil Sun Shining. It's an enchantment on self. I need a 9 to get it off. So I got a 9 plus 4, 13.
Yep. I'm not.
You're not stopping that?
No,
Right.
I think I'm in range to.
Right. Well, then I'll do movement.
And then the bottom of turn 1, the Orcs respond after casting 1 spell. The others were sort of out of range, not worth doing. And the Giant moves up the left flank to throw down the gauntlet to the Vargeist. So we'll see Giant versus Vargeist in a minute. The Great Keef has moved up with his Savage Orc support, which I've blocked line of sight for my Rock Lobber there straight away. The Goblins go to face the Terrorgeist, and then in the middle, Savage Orcs and Boys move up. I've sort of zoomed in on the table. You can't see the Black Orcs are behind those Orcs, so the Black Orcs are going to move up behind those Orcs with the big red shields. Not going to have much of a shot. There's the little Goblin level 2 moving up. There's the Black Orcs moved onto screen now. And that's it for turn 1.
To my shooting phase. So I'm going to fire the Rock Lobber, and I can fire it indirect, and I don't need line of sight, so it's going to scatter.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Does that ring a bell?
Yep.
Yeah? So I'll put it in the middle of them.
Yep.
Yeah? And then I roll. Oops, I rolled the arrow over here. Well, that's
Correct.
a hit, but it's going 4. But if it's an indirect shot, if hit is roll, the shot does not land on target, but merely scatters less. Depends on the skill of the crew. Use the arrow for the above the hit symbol.
Yep.
So it's going this way.
Yep.
Yep. And move the template number inches equal to the roll on the artillery minus the crew's ballistic skill. So it's going 4 minus their ballistic skill of 3. One under is strength 8. So wounds him
Yep.
at minus 3.
Mm-hmm.
And the other guys is strength 4. What's their toughness? 4. Another 2 at minus 1.
Oh, I don't have any armor, so it's just regeneration.
Oh, okay.
So it's just regen 6 on those
Yep.
3.
3. Yep.
1 regen, 2 dead.
Oh, they effectively killed 2. All right. That's that. The bolt thrower is going to just pivot and shoot at your big guy.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 1.
Oh.
He's safe. All right. So that's the extent of my shooting. 2 ghouls. I've got some spells. I'm just going to move. I forgot to move my wizard up here. I'm just going to move him up a bit. Evil Sun Shining. Well, I'm going to cast wizard. We'll go for it, but anyway, I'll do that. It goes off with a 10.
What's this guy?
Yeah, this guy.
I'll try and dispel.
Yep.
Failure.
All right. So the target enemy unit suffers a single strength 7 hit. Yep. Toughness
4.
4.
Yep.
I need a 3, don't I?
Oh, yeah.
I need to be
Thinking
double
of the
plus
old
1.
tables.
I know the table has changed, isn't it?
Yeah.
To wound, strength 7 verse 4, 2 plus. Yeah, okay. Does wound.
There you go. So
All right.
that's the regen.
And yeah, just no armor saves permitted. Ward and regen. Yep. No. Kill 1. He's done that. All right, then he's going to cast. Oh, that's in the conveyance. I should have missed my opportunity for the conveyance spell.
Oh.
Don't worry about that. This one, I'll do Foot of Gork. The little guy. Try and cast Foot of Gork. The little shaman. Foot of Gork. Oh, that's a double
Full of
six.
wah, mate. Full of the wah. Full of the wah.
All right, so I placed the big template. I think that's it for me. It's the foot of Gork. And that's not going to make any difference till the start of the next turn. Subphase, no. And try and spell. You've got to beat an 8. Plus you. Oh,
I'll do it.
you got rid of it. Yep.
Yeah. Then I'm going to cast Van Hells on his own unit.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't.
Oh.
That. When do we hexes? Is that the shooting?
Yeah,
thing?
no hexes are now. Hexes and enchantments.
I don't think you're in range anyway. Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Curse of Beers.
Yeah. Okay.
I need a 10 up. No, I don't get it.
No good.
No.
Yep. No curse of years.
No Curse of Beers. Invocation of Nahek I can do.
Yeah.
So this guy's going to try and do it. What's the
Do
leadership?
his leadership test to try and heal them. Yeah. 8. Yep.
So how many
Bring him back.
Yeah. Trying to remember. Yep, you've got Swift Stride.
So his maximum charge would be 9 plus D6 plus another D6. Yeah. You roll 2D6, pick the highest, then another.
Right.
Yeah. So you can declare a charge
Yep.
9, basically a long way.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we'll try.
You going to charge? Yep.
I think I
Okay.
will. Pick the 6.
Yep.
Need the rest, do I? No.
Then you got a swift stride. Yeah. So 7. Yeah.
16 all up.
Yep. Plenty of movement. I've got to take a terror test.
Yep.
Being charged by a terror courser. 7. I think their leadership is, with the box is 6, but they are warband, so I think they add their warband adds ranks to leadership to a maximum leadership of 10. So the goblins,
They stand. You can
they
stand and shoot.
yeah. Oh, they don't have.
Oh, you don't
bows.
stand at bows? No.
Nah, they're fighty goblins. So with a 7, their leadership 6, 7, 8, 9, I guess. 7, 8 at least, the 2 ranks. So they pass.
Way.
Pass their terror test.
Yeah, fly 9, so roll 2, pick the highest.
Yep.
I think that's going to do it. Easy.
They're into the giant.
Now my other moves.
Yep. All right, we got our first 2 charges. Well, your skirmishes take the.
Okay, so turn 2 movement. We've got a charge on each flank. The Terrorgeist into the Goblins, and the Goblins pass their terror check. And I moved the Giant up to draw out the Vargeist, so we'll see if the Giant can hold them off. These guys moving up here, they marched, and then we said, oh no, they can't march, but actually they can, I think, because they're they have Dark Vitality. Not sure. Anyway, so we might have made a mistake with them pushing them back later on. Then the skirmishing ghouls are just swarming in front of all the Savage Boys to draw them in to screen his general's unit with the BSB. So combat.
No shooting? No?
No,
Did your reserve move? Yeah, yeah.
So,
Which one are you going to do?
let's do the Vargeist first, just because I'm on their page.
The Vargeist into the giant.
Check. Weapon skill 4 on weapon skill 3.
So 3's to hit.
Look at that. Jason rolling. What's his toughness?
6.
Okay.
There,
Strength 5. Strength 5.
Strength 5 versus 6. You need 5s to wound him.
5 still in it. Oh, 4 wounds.
Right, well, the giant will fight back.
Yep.
I'm not going to pick anyone up, so I'm just going to roll Giant's attack table. So I roll a d6 to see what he does.
Yep.
He does a 1, which is an headbutt. Singles out a lone enemy model and headbutts them. Nominate a single model, so one of them, and the model is hit and suffers D3 plus 1 wounds with no armor or regen permitted. Ward saves can be attempted as normal.
Right. I forgot. These guys have got...
That model is hit. So that you just get automatically hit.
Yep,
Yeah.
okay.
So D3
Toughness.
D3 plus 1 wounds. There's nothing, he just headbutts you.
Okay,
Yeah.
but automatic hit, eh?
Ah, yeah, I do 2 wounds.
Okay, that's enough to kill.
They got 2 wounds? Only 2?
Pretty sure. No, they got 3 wounds.
No.
But I do have regen 6, so...
You don't get any regen.
Oh, okay, no
It's
regen.
only, you get ward saves, but no regen.
Okay, so he's taken 2 wounds then, eh?
He's really hit you hard. Yeah.
Got 1 wound left, this guy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Um,
So you did. So the combat result would be, you did 4.
Yep.
I did 2.
Yep.
And you count as close order. I'm close order, so I get 1 for close order.
yeah, no, I'm not quite... I'm skirmishes.
So I only lost by 1.
Okay.
Leadership 10. I rolled a 9. Lucky he's leadership 10.
Fight goes on.
So he goes back, gives ground, and you follow up.
Yep.
Yep.
Who's the hit? All hit?
Yeah.
This will be strength 5.
Strength 5. I'm thinking 5 versus 3. You 2s.
4.
4.
Yep, there's no AP, so...
No
I've
AP.
got-
All right, so they got light armor and shield, so they'll save on 5.
Yep.
Whoa! I saved 2.
Nice.
You killed 2. Right, then the beastie.
Yeah, so he'll do that. That's going to hit, I'd say.
Is it the same weapon skill?
No, weapon skill is 3.
3, so you'll need 3s to hit.
Yeah, so I rolled a 6.
Yeah.
And
2 versus
it's
6. I need 4. 2 versus
Strength
6. I need
5.
5s. Yep. Okay, so you did 4.
Yeah.
Yep. And you're close order, I guess. The big guy. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. All right. We've got 2 ranks and a standard.
Yep.
And
Oh, I've got stomp attacks as
oh,
well.
do your stomp. Yeah, stomp comes at the end. Yep. This is auto hits or something.
5.
Yep. Is it D6? So I still might not break.
Possible. Double 1.
All right. So that means that I. What's the other option? One is because I passed my leadership test, my unmodified leadership test.
Yeah.
So I go back 2d6, pick the highest, I think it is. I go back 5, and you can choose. So I automatically rally there.
Mm-hmm.
And you can choose to follow up and keep attacking me. So you go 2d6.
Mm-hmm. I will do that.
So once the rate says you can restrain if you want to, or you can follow up, or you can pursue an enemy falling back. What do you want to do? If you got to pass a leadership test if you want to stay there.
Yeah, I'm
Follow
just
up.
checking.
Yep, you go 2d6. Yep, so you just go follow up into it. And that fight will continue. My brave goblins.
Well done, Gobbo.
All right, I think that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. So you beat me up in both those combats, but we
Survive.
survived. Held. All right, Orcs turn 2.
Okay, quick rules correction there. The giant got beat up by the Vargeist on my left flank there, but we did forget the giant stomp attacks, but it was too late, so we just kept moving on. But we did remember the stomp attacks for the Terrorgeist, so we got that right. So if you're running a giant, don't forget your stomp attacks. And I think I had a game yesterday where we forgot the giant stomp attacks again. So be aware Just remember all your rules, and we did push those crypt horrors back. They did march up, but then we remembered they couldn't march. I don't think they have dark vitality. Then my little goblin's trying to cast Itchy Nuisance on him there and fails. And I did cast, well, most of the time I cast spells like Evil Sunshine, and with the level 4 here, so he cast his spell, and then it's like an aura. And I forgot all about it, that the spell was in play. So most of the time, I think we got rules right, just we forget some of the bonuses that we had. So there's a tip. Don't forget all your rules, especially your stomp attacks, because they are very handy for the giant.
Now we got charges.
Right, well,
They have to charge because they're frenzy.
mm-hmm.
So that's 1. They have to charge because they're frenzy. That's 2.
Mm-hmm.
The Great Keep, he knows no fear. He's going to charge these guys over here. So that'll be 3. These guys will charge. Well, no, and then I quell and perpetual, so they don't have to charge, so I won't do them. Giant's already in combat. That's it. My rock lobber doesn't have. Can't really see anything to shoot. Who's gonna? All right. Well, I'll do the rock lobber. The rock lobber will shoot at the guy on the hill there.
Yeah.
And no, it misses. Goes over there 4 inches.
Oh.
The little thing here moved. I'm going to try and cast Foot of Gork with the little guy.
Yep.
7, 8, 9. I needed an 8. He's just there if you want to stop it.
I don't think I can now that I'm in combat, can I?
Oh, right. Yeah, you can't dispel either, can you?
No.
No. Okay. And so that's that. Vindictive Glare's no good because everyone's in combat.
Okay, so we move into the combat phase. The Foot of Gork, he could have used his Faded Dispel to stop the Foot of Gork, but we forgot about that. We're always forgetting things, probably not getting things wrong, we're just forgetting to do things. And the Vargeist here have a higher initiative, so they're going to strike first versus the giant, and they make short work of him. If only I remembered my stomp attack from last turn. The good thing is that I won the roll-off and the giant fell on top of them and killed one of the Vargeists. So that was the only highlight of that combat. So don't forget your stomp attacks. It might have made a little bit of difference. But the Vargeists, I'll add those to my vampire army, I think. I've got 3 of them painted up, so they will add a little bit of oomph to my vampire army because the skeletons don't seem to do much damage. All right, then they overrun because they're frenzied, and they overrun, and now my rock lobber, who was hiding behind the giant, there's my rock lobber in a bit of trouble. So we move on to the Savage Boys. Now the Savage Boys charged, and they did D3 impact hits and so on, and didn't do much damage. And then the boys, they're only strength 3, so they struggled to do any wounds to the ghouls, and then the ghouls' poison killed quite a few Savage Boys. So the Savage Boys actually lost that combat, so they've lost frenzy and they bounce back. Then we move on to the Great Keef, and he charged the ghouls, and he's going to be fighting them on his own. So we'll see how he goes. It'll be the Great Keef versus the vampire.
He's initiative 9 at the moment because he charged. Yep.
Yep. My guys are initiative 7, you say?
Yeah, no, but the wyvern has to attack with his tail because he's got a poison strikes first attack with the tail.
Right.
Yep. His weapon skill 5, so the wyvern will attack first. What's your weapon skill? And before we start, I rolled 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to issue a challenge.
Okay.
Because all those guys attacking me. You can.
Oh, let's just do it.
The big guys?
General on general.
Right, well, the tail missed. I rolled a 2.
6.
Okay. And then, so the Great Keep will be next.
Yep.
What's your weapon skill? 6. Right, his weapon skill 7.
Whey.
Right, 3's hit him. General on general.
Yeah.
Okay. I got, he's got the choppiest chopper.
Yep. Why didn't I write down what the choppiest chopper does?
Strength +1, AP -3.
Okay.
Right, so I've got 3 hits.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was going to give me a reroll, but anyway, so
I'm toughness 5.
all right, so I'll be strength 6. I'll be 3s to wound you.
Yeah.
3.
3.
Yep.
Okay.
At -3.
I don't have any armor anyway.
Oh, okay.
So which I got a ward save
Yep, so you do your ward save first,
and then
and
regen.
then regen. Yeah.
Ward save 4 up.
Yep.
Save them all.
That's the stupid crown thing. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, then I've got the wyvern
Yep.
with his 2 claw attacks.
Yep.
1 hit. 1 wound.
Yeah.
-2.
Ward save. There's a lot of whipping going on, isn't there? So I go back.
Yeah, I've got my stop attack at the
Oh,
end.
yeah. So your weapon's still higher than mine. So I'm 6 and you're 7.
Yeah, I'm set.
Okay, well, you're probably saying, why did I charge the wyvern into a big bunch of ghouls and then challenge a vampire with a 4-up ward save? Well, I don't know, but anyway, so the challenge happened and didn't do any wounds. Neither of us did any wounds here, so the Great Keith will lose because of ranks, I guess, ranks and battle standard and so on. So no wounds taken. So the Great Keith will just go back and they'll follow up. And then more Savage Boys. So the Savage Boys into this small unit of ghouls. And I might have done a couple of wounds here, and I might have won this combat and pushed them back. But the Savage Orcs are having trouble getting through the toughness of the ghouls. Strength 3 versus toughness 4. And then the ghouls are hitting back with poison, so they're doing quite well. So I might add a unit of ghouls to my vampire army as well. And the Terrorgeist finishes off the Goblins, and he's going to turn in to face the Orcs. The Black Orcs have turned to face them.
Okay, 3.
So the Vargeist have to charge.
Yeah, but you'll do your start of turn things
Oh,
first.
yeah.
Command phase.
Okay, so we move into turn 3. It's the vampires' start of turn 3, their command phase or strategy phase, whatever we call it now. The Foot of Gork is going to move. It's going to move through a couple of units there and do more damage than the rest of my army. Quite disappointed in how the Savage Boys went. I had ranks and attacks, but the toughness 4 of the ghouls and their regen and so on, the Savage Orcs didn't do much damage at all. That's the Foot of Gork moving across there. So they're not quite strong enough to get through the ghouls, and the ghouls attacks back, 2 poisoned attacks against the Savage Orcs with very poor armor saves and their war paint. Took a bit of damage. So it's a bit of a disaster, I think. The Savage Orcs, I expected them to just blow through those ghouls and beat them up easily, but they failed. So I have to think about how I'm going to run those Savage Boys. Maybe I'll give them spears, maybe turn them into one unit of big uns or something like that, maybe. And then the Terrorgeist is going to charge the Black Orcs. The Black Orcs have turned to face the Terrorgeist. So we'll see what happens there. A bit of a standoff.
Rock lobber.
The rock lobber. Yep.
Any other charges? I don't think I really want to charge the Black. Is they Black Orcs?
They're Black Orcs.
I
They're
don't
the
really
yellow
want to
ones.
charge
Yeah.
them with the terror.
I got to do a fear test for my
rock
lobber. It's 9, so it fears you. So it'll be like -1 to hit you or something,
Right.
I think. Yeah.
So the Vargeists go in to tidy up the rock lobber, and the continuing combat's in the middle. Then we go back to the strategy phase. So you forgot to raise Invocation of Nehek into the ghouls. So any of the ghouls that the Savage Boys managed to kill have come back to life, or they've been raised. and the standoff with the Terrorgeist and the Black Orcs.
Well, I had to turn the Black Orcs that way.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to
Otherwise
Black
you
Orcs
would've-
to go the other way.
Otherwise, you would have,
Yeah.
you know, don't think you can get me there.
No. I can only go. That's all the movement.
Yeah,
All right. No screaming.
yeah.
Combat.
So we'll start over there.
Yeah.
So the Vargeist make short work of the Rock Lobber. So the giant let the Rock Lobber down. The giant died, but only because I forgot to use his stomp attacks. Probably he might have done a bit better, the giant, but that's the end of the Rock Lobber. So then we move over to the continuing battle between the Savage Orcs and the Ghouls. And the Savage Orcs are having trouble wounding the Ghouls, and then the return attacks, being poisoned, 2 attacks each from the Ghouls. They're fighting off the Savage Orcs. So I thought the Savage Orcs were going to do a lot better, but then you can see the Ghouls are doing quite well. Not much happening there. So a Savage boy goes down, and no Ghouls die. So the Ghouls lose. They just fall back a little bit and give ground, and then the challenge is on between the Great Keith and the Vampire, and not much happens there again. Yeah, so that combat goes on. The Vampire, with his Crown of the Damned 4-up ward save, saved him quite a few times, and I think in this round, the Vampire and the Great Keith, he failed an armour save there, so they both end up taking a wound. But because of the BSB and so on, the Great Keith loses combat and he's forced to give ground. So the Ghouls are pushing him back. The challenge is on. Who will win? And one thing we weren't sure about, do the stomp attacks fight in the challenge? We did the stomp attacks on the unit. We weren't sure if it went into the challenge as well. Anyway, we quickly made our own ruling on that and moved on in the battle. Sometimes you've got to do that while you're learning, so only our second battle. So a couple of wounds each, and the Great Keith moves back, gives ground. And then the continuing saga where the Savage Boys are struggling to do anything to the Ghouls. And I think this unit might be okay. They're still frenzied, but look at all those poison attacks coming back. So the poison are really making a mess of the Savage Boys. So 4 of them die there, and with the ranks and numbers and so on. Now we did make a mistake giving the Ghouls a rank bonus, but they could have deployed it in close order rather than skirmish, so we didn't worry about that. We just moved on.
Alright, so not much happened anyway. So it's your turn 4.
So yeah, we move into turn 4. The Orcs took their turn 3, but someone forgot to hit the record button. But as you can see, not much really happened. The Savage Orcs are still trying to kill the Ghouls, and the Ghouls are doing quite well. And the challenge is still on between the Great Keith and the Vampire. And we might have done a couple of wounds to each other now. The Black Orcs have moved in this direction towards the Terrorgeist to throw down the gauntlet, and these Orcs are just sort of hedging their bets here, trying to hold off, I think they're the Crypt Horrors. They're just protecting the flank of the rest of my army, so if those guys come through, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. The Vargulf moved around this direction. The Foot of Gork wandered off in that direction, and so the combat's in the middle. Not much happening, no one able to break. It's a bit of a grind in the middle, and the Terrorgeist about to pounce, I think, on the left, on the Undead's left.
Yep. I don't have any. Oh, Invocation of Nahek.
Oh yeah.
So he's going to do it on them.
Yep. Goes
So 15 we would be.
What's there, 9?
9,
Plus 6 is
15.
15. They got Swift Stride?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have to declare a charge.
Yep.
So. Oh yeah, they're definitely going in. I'll stick them in over here.
Yeah. That might change things a bit over there.
It will, yeah.
Oh, that was 2. There's one guy on 1 wound left sort of thing. Yeah, taking 2 wounds.
Yep. Alright, so they charge in the rear there.
All right, now I can do my normal charge for fun, aren't we?
Yeah.
I'm going to charge.
Yep.
I'm going to charge with the Terror guys. So I'll do these guys first.
Yep.
They're not going to get you.
Have they got Swift Stride or
I
anything?
don't think they do.
Right. So when you charge the Black Orcs, I've got to do a terror test. So you could. It's well worth doing because you could scare them off. I think. This will be interesting. Oh no! They're going to run.
Oh.
You can see they don't have anything special about them. Luckily, luckily you're not charging me from over there.
Yeah, yeah.
So the Black Orcs run. They're going 7.
So then I have to do my full charge thing to see if I...
See, well, let's move my 7. You've got to contact me to
So I roll 2 dice. It's 13.
13.
Plus
13. Just need another inch. Yeah.
16.
16.
Oh.
Yep. There you go to where they are. And the
Unbelievable.
Black Orcs are gone. I need to make them immune to terror or something.
Yeah. So they got a banner they can take, which... I've probably got a, yeah. Oh,
Right.
dear.
So that's the end of them. Now, they'll have to do a panic because they saw those guys get destroyed next to them, I'm pretty sure. I'll just do a test for them. They're okay.
Unbelievable.
That's it.
All right.
They failed their charge.
Yeah.
You've got your other moves.
I've got no other moves.
That guy can move.
Oh, yeah, he can move.
Okay, well, it's pretty much over with the loss of the Black Orcs, 300 odd points that just ran away in terror. I've looked up since then. I've looked up I could make them veterans so they could re-roll that panic test. And then these savage boys, they're surrounded now. They've been struggling to face the ghouls, and now they have got the Vargeist in the rear. So they're going to make short work of them. They run away, and the ghouls catch them. So they're gone, and things are looking grim. So the Great Keef is still in the challenge with the Vampire Lord, and they take a couple of wounds each. But they're both getting low on wounds, and I think the Vampire's only got 1 wound left at this stage. So the Great Keef might be able to finish him off next turn, and they're just going to push him back a couple of inches again. And then the other Savage Boys fighting bravely here. They might actually win this combat eventually. They're struggling to wound. They get a couple of wounds this time, but the poison coming back into Savage Boys, who don't have any armour anyway, just the war paint, has been doing quite a bit of work. So that's pretty much it. Bad news for the Orcs.
Now,
Your turn.
and that's it. That's it.
I still can't believe the Black
The
Orcs ran.
Black Orcs are gone. They ran in terror, and those guys are gone too. My dead pile is piling up.
Jesus. Guys, they pass 5 leadership 5. I rolled a 5. And those guys out the flank there, they pass as well. Oh. So they have to declare a charge on the Great Keef.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah, well, we forgot to hit record a couple of times in the end of turn 5 and so on, and the Great Keef has slain the Vampire Lord eventually. Now he's still fighting the ghouls and the Vargeist into his flank. He's fighting on bravely, so he's going to hold on there. So he's done okay. He's killed the vampire. The undead are starting to crumble, but it's too late, and the Terrorgeist is into the flank. So I'll zoom ahead and we'll just have a look at the end result. There's not many Orcs left in the battle. We've just got a couple of Shaman there, trying to avoid the Crypt Horrors and the Terrorgeist. And I'll just zoom into turn 6 so you can see the final result. The undead have just been mopping up during turn 5, but we have slain the general. So we'll just have a look.
Turn 6. I'll see where the vortex goes. That way 8. Just going to hit the building there, I guess. See if I rally the Goblin. One of this one. Goblin's still running, so he's just going to run with the woods there.
Yeah.
And then the Savage Orcs are going to charge those guys in the flank.
Yep. The big guys.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. Or should I go the other guys in the... No, I'll just go them in the flank. Yeah, they're going 8.
Yep.
And we just finish up on turn 6. The Savage Orcs have gone into the flank of the Crypt Ghouls, but we're just seeing them in this final challenge. So the Great Keith is now fighting the vampire on the Terrorgeist. So he's killed the general, but now he's got another... His whole army's running except one unit of Savage Boys, and eventually he will succumb to his wounds and will fall at the feet of the Terrorgeist and the second vampire. So not a good night out for the Orcs. We have to go back to the drawing board, but that's pretty much it. We call it there.
Don't worry, it's not going to make any difference. So they say the Savage Orcs might only do a couple of wounds there or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll call it quits at that. I think it's a well done victory to the Strigoi, the Undead.
I think all the whipping in the middle, and then the Black Orcs
The
running
Black
away.
Orcs not doing anything.
That was that hurt. That hurt a
Yeah,
lot.
they were a lot of points, those. Yeah, 327 points of Black Orcs. Ran away in terror.
I mean, you did get my general though.
Yeah, I did get the general. Yeah. And you got my general.
Yeah.
Plus you got a few banners because everybody
yeah,
you ran
they're
down,
running
you would have
down.
got a banner and stuff as well.
Yeah.
It's a disaster for the Orcs.
I feel like the Black Orcs are, did we do something wrong there, or?
No, I failed a terror test, so I suppose that's leadership 8.
Yeah.
Suppose that's slightly better than 50%.
Okay, well, just packing up now, so thanks for watching. Sorry, Orc fans, if you didn't see a great performance, but we'll come back with some new ideas. I think I maybe make or give the Black Orcs veteran, keep the Great Keith nearby them, maybe not charge the Great Keith into a vampire, just go around looking for flanks, maybe add some Boar Boys and some Chariots. But the Savage Boys, they really had a hard time getting through the toughness 4 of the Ghouls. So I'll probably add some Ghouls to my Undead. I've got a unit of 12. Very handy unit. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
I hope you enjoyed this battle report from those great efficients, the Creaker Gamers. Thanks for watching another Creaker Gamers production. We hope it wasn't too bad. Please support the channel, like and subscribe, leave a comment below, especially if the stuff of the rules again. Do it now. Don't let them get away with it.